the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Well, today we're seeing spring-like temperatures. We will be warming up into the 70s later today, 80s down to the south, and we'll have a chance for thunderstorms later tonight. And some of those could be severe. So this is where we're headed. The storm zone right now, it is yellow. That's a low risk coming up for tonight, tomorrow morning, 3 a.m., taking you through about noon. It's a low risk for severe weather, and we'll be monitoring it. Still several hours away. We're in for a nice day today. Now, it is going to be breezy. Fire danger is still a threat. Storm coming up from the north. It's going to stay in the northern states. Blizzard warnings are out. This will dump heavy snow. It's a 1-2 punch for folks to the north because the storm that's coming in from the south, that's bringing us the severe threat, and that will also dump heavy snow up to the north. Minnesota is going to get anywhere from a foot to 2 feet of snow out of both of these storms. For Oklahoma, no snow. We're talking more spring-like weather. The brown, the yellow counties, wind advisory is going up. High wind warnings for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a windier day than today. Lucky Star Sky Cam Network, Integris, cloudy skies, 51 degrees, southeast winds 5 to 10, 40s to the north, 50s, mid-50s in southern Oklahoma. It's only 37 in Buffalo. It's a lot colder for folks in the northwest. Our winds are changing direction. They're southeasterly. They'll be southwesterly later today, and highs will climb into the 60s, 70s, widespread 80s to the south. And notice the wind on here, 30, may have some gusts to 40 in western Oklahoma, high to extreme fire danger, especially in the panhandle. And again, it's a different story for tomorrow. Let me show you the wind timeline. Here's this afternoon about 5 o'clock, 15, 25-mile-an-hour winds. Wind stronger in the west and out in the panhandle. Tonight, stronger winds out of the southwest. Some gusts at times 30 to 40. Now, if you get a severe storm, that would go up. Then tomorrow, with sunshine after the rain is gone, winds 35, 45 nearly statewide, and we'll get some gusts out in the panhandle, 50, 60, may have some gusts 65 or 70 with blowing dust and extreme fire danger. So that's the wind story. Tonight, mid-50s, low 60s. Gulf moisture moves in, fuel for storms, and I think we see numerous storms develop. Scattered showers turning into thunderstorms after midnight and really continuing up and down I-44 through central Oklahoma up to the northeast early tomorrow morning. I do think these storms are still around during rush hour, although by the time we get to 6 a.m., some of the latest data suggests the real severe threat has already pressed off towards the east. We'll keep you updated, though. Trackers will be out, geared up, ready to go. There'll be numerous storms tomorrow, but not every storm will be severe. Most of them likely will not. Starting off as showers, a few rumbles of thunder after midnight. Here's 2 o'clock, just becoming more widespread. I think we'll have a chance of rain in the northwest, but in the panhandle, you're dry. 4 o'clock in the morning, rain and storms arriving in the metro, and as the main forcing starts to come out in the mid and upper levels, some of these storms will be oriented just right that they could try to rotate, giving us some larger hail, a damaging wind threat, and pose a low tornado threat too. So we'll monitor these very closely along and southeast of I-44. The way it looks, here's 6 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, the storms are off to the east, and we're already drying out and quickly clearing out from the west to the east. Full sun later tomorrow afternoon. So between 3 a.m. and noon, nickel dime, possibly up to quarter-size hail. In the springtime, of course, this value can get a whole lot higher. Not to say quarters won't do damage. That could put some dents in your vehicle. And then tomorrow morning as well, the threat for wind is going to be there. Damaging wind gusts in some of these stronger storms, 55, 60, 65 miles per hour. And if these storms can move just into the right environment at the right motion, could get a brief tornado. So it's a low risk. It really starts to the southwest and then will come up across the metro and push over towards the east, down to the south, and we'll monitor these storms and track them all across eastern Oklahoma. As far as the rain goes, up to 1/4 inch in the metro. If you get a few thunderstorms overhead, some areas up to 1/2 inch. There may be a couple bullseyes closer to 1 inch of rain, but unfortunately the northwest, you're mostly dry. Then the storms are out. Tomorrow afternoon, we're sunny, we're dry, and the fire danger goes through the roof. Temperatures into the 70s. Then on Thursday, look at the difference. Temperatures fall through the day, 30s and 40s, some 50s to the south, and we'll jump ahead because there's another risk for severe weather, and this may be a more higher end severe threat day. That's going to be Sunday evening into Sunday night. All modes possible, and we're watching that very closely. So here's your 9-day forecast. Chance of rain and storms tonight, dry tomorrow, cold Thursday and Friday. Warming up into the weekend. That next storm threat is Sunday night. Back to you guys.